Welcome all of you to another story filled with adventure and action, courtesy of Batman and his dear friend, the Joker. A van comes to a screeching halt near the city bank. In walks the Joker, laughing hysterically with his two associates, who are carrying cylinders filled with a new acidic liquid. After pushing aside the security guards, the two associates, on Joker's command, fires the bank vault iron door with the new acid liquid and melts it, basically turning the iron door into rubber. According to the Joker, it's Joker putty. An ecstatic Joker then walks out the main door with the rewards of the robbery, as the Gotham Police order the thieves to stand down. The Joker shoots the Joker putty to the feet of his associates, and shoots their van with the putty, making everything into rubber. Joker escapes in his rubber van, which bounces off the street like a rubber, and at the same time, his associates escape bouncing off in their rubber feet. Soon after the Joker escapes, Gotham Police Chief Rogers berates his staff for not being able to capture Joker, and denounces Batman for getting all the credit for busting criminals. Rogers announces to hunt down all villains and vigilantes with no exceptions, including Batman, much to the protest of his fellow officers. The Joker, being the cryptid mastermind he is, sprays a large statue with the Joker putty, so he can shape it into the face of the Joker. Batman arrives at that moment, and the two associates fight Batman, while Joker nonchalantly continues his artistic masterpiece. While Batman is fighting Joker's henchmen, Gotham Police detectives, Ethan and Yin, arrives at the scene in order to arrest both the Joker and the Batman. When Batman is interrupted from Detective Ethan, he is puzzled as ever, but Ethan persists. This out-of-character scenario amuses Joker as he continues to mock the Gotham Police and Batman.
Why, that's an outrage!
Detective Yin arrives to arrest Joker, but the Joker is clever enough to use his Joker putty to his advantage and escape. Detective Ethan nearly falls overboard while trying to catch Batman, but the Batman, being the Batman, saves him to the surprise of both Detective Ethan and Yin. Meanwhile, at the Wayne mansion, it is revealed Detective Ethan is none other than Bruce Wayne's longtime friend Ethan Bennett, and Bruce is discussing with Alfred to let Ethan in on the Dark Knight's secret identity, to ease out the matters. At the Gotham Police Department, Chief Rogers is furious, as Ethan and Yin couldn't arrest neither Joker nor the Batman. Ethan later has coffee with Bruce, where Bruce is eager to let Ethan know about his secret, but the situation soon turns into another Joker hunt. Joker breaks into the Museum of Arts, the Theatricum, and steals golden face masks. Just then Detective Ethan confronts Joker, only to be knocked out and kidnapped by Joker. Batman follows the clues of Joker inside the Theatricum, and finds sawdust, glue mixed with sugar. Meanwhile, the Joker is keeping Detective Ethan chained to a chair. Joker tries messing with the mind of the detective and brainwashes him. Batman soon finds out where the Joker is keeping Ethan, and rushes to the carnival park to save Ethan. At the park, Batman meets with Joker's henchmen who are already tied to a pole. Meanwhile, Joker is having a laugh with Detective Ethan, who is partially brainwashed to Joker's liking. Soon Detective Yin arrives and threatens Joker to let Ethan go, but Joker, being the Joker, threatens back by pointing a gun loaded with Joker putty at Ethan. Batman once again comes to the rescue. He shoots a batarang at Joker, which hits the putty gun and it falls and breaks. Joker runs away with the gold mask and Batman chases him. Unfortunately, Detective Ethan inhales the gas released from the putty gun. Batman catches Joker and fights with him. Eventually the Joker is taken down by the Batman.
Say cheese.
Detective Yin arrives and arrests Joker. She warns Batman the next time they meet she will arrest him as well.
The next time we meet, Batman, the mask comes off.
Detective Ethan is relieved of his police duties by Chief Rogers. Bruce Wayne calls him to check up on him, and Ethan is feeling very sick after their encounter with the Joker and inhaling the Joker putty gas. While taking a shower, Ethan notices his body is changing rapidly into a clay-like material, which makes him a monster. Afraid of the outcome and fearing for his life, Ethan runs out to the streets, asking someone to help him.
Help me!
But he is met only with people shouting and running away from him, and soon confronted by the police, Ethan attacks the police with his new clay-like body. Somehow the police shoots the Clayface with water cannons and subdues him. thinking they have defeated Clayface, Chief Rogers does a media briefing on zero-tolerance policy on all criminals and vigilantes. Meanwhile, the Clayface, after escaping the police, retreats to the underground sewage tunnels and goes to track Chief Rogers in his briefing. Batman also tracks the Clayface and its movements through his special glasses. Clayface confronts Rogers in his room and attacks him. Just then Batman arrives and saves Rogers. Batman chases the Clayface and fights with him, only to be left with a sample of clay while both of them run away, when Detective Yin shows up with officers trying to arrest them. Batman tests the clay sample in his lab while discussing the situation with Alfred. After understanding the capabilities of the clay and remembering Joker's putty solution, Batman comes to the conclusion that his friend, Ethan, can be the Clayface. Meanwhile, Clayface acquires the capability to temporarily change his body into any physical form, and changes into Ethan when Detective Yin showed up to check on him. Later, Chief Rogers is visited by Detective Yin at his house, and to his utmost surprise, it turns out to be Clayface who has come to take revenge from the Chief. Clayface abducts Chief Rogers. Detective Yin finds out Ethan should be Clayface while being on a call with Bruce Wayne. Later they both realize Clayface, who is their friend Ethan, must have taken Chief Rogers to East Gotham, where Ethan and Bruce grew up together. In the school gym, Batman finds Clayface, who has Chief Rogers pinned against the wall with clay, and soon, Clayface turns to attack Batman, only to be confronted by Detective Yin, who reveals she knows the truth.
Ethan, no!
Batman breaks the clay which has Chief Rogers pinned on the wall, and runs after Clayface when he tries to attack. Batman and Clayface get into a fight, only for Clayface to knock Batman out. Yin runs in and talks to Ethan and prevents Clayface from killing Batman, and this really shakes up Ethan. Clayface goes away through the drainage while Yin sits down until Batman recovers. Yin assures that she didn't unmask him while he was out, since she also believes the city needs Batman, just like Ethan once believed. Yin and Bruce Wayne get together for coffee, to honor the last request of their dear friend Ethan. Just then, they see Ethan standing on the far end of the road, with a smile on his face to see them together. It really tells us to cherish those friends, no matter what, no matter where, who will always have our backs and those who will always stick with us in happiness and sadness. Friends will always come and go all throughout your life, but when you have that best, honest friends with you, always and always cherish them. Because they are not just your friends. They are your brothers, they are your sisters. Thank you for watching Second Look. Like, comment, share and subscribe for more awesome videos. Have a nice day.